Shifting focus, our next story is about the oil wars, the ongoing spat over oil production, a spat between the US and Saudi Arabia. It has been underway for quite some time, and from the looks of it, it's only set to intensify. Here's why I say this. On Tuesday, Saudi Arabia's energy minister, Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman, issued scathing rebuke of the US, accusing it of manipulating the markets. He did not take any names, but did not leave much to guess either. Let me quote from his statement. People are depleting their emergency stocks and using it as a mechanism to manipulate markets, while its profound purpose was to mitigate shortage of supply. However, it is my profound duty to make it clear to the world that losing emergency stock may become painful in the months to come. What exactly was he referring to? Joe Biden's decision to release strategic fuel reserves. 7 days back, he announced the release of an additional 15 million barrels of oil from the US Strategic Reserve. 15 million. Interestingly, Biden insisted that the move was not politically motivated, that it was not aimed at enhancing his electoral prospects in the midterm polls, but simply aimed at easing the oil shortage and lowering the gas prices. Riyadh does not believe this is the case. It says Washington's move is a desperate bid to build further pressure on the markets and manipulate the prices of oil. In other words, dictate the terms of the global energy industry. Now that's Saudi Arabia's charge. Is there any merit to this? Yes, there is. You see, since the war started, America has released close to 180 million barrels of oil. This is oil from America's strategic petroleum reserves. It is meant to address energy supply constraints, not to relieve the price pressures. But Biden could not care less. He is releasing barrel after barrel to keep the prices under control in the short term. Analysts say in the long run, this could prove to be problematic. And Riyadh has only reiterated this warning. The timing is significant. This warning comes on the heels of a decision by OPEC Plus to cut oil production by 2 million barrels a day from November. The White House has criticized this move, calling it the same as aligning with Russia. The Saudi energy minister responded to this charge as well. I keep listening. Are you with us or against us? Is there any room for? We are for Saudi Arabia and for the people of Saudi Arabia. What does that tell you? That the oil dispute between the US and Saudi Arabia is only intensifying. This is despite Joe Biden visiting the kingdom this summer. Remember, he went there expecting a deal to boost oil production. The plan clearly did not work out, with both Riyadh and Washington firing non-stop salvos at each other. As Russia quietly gains from this standoff, you see, on one hand, Riyadh is refusing to ramp up oil supplies to the West. On the other, it is importing billions of tons of oil from Russia. Look at the headline on your screen. Saudi Arabia, the world's largest oil exporter, is now the largest oil importer from Russia, followed closely by China. Independent refiners in Riyadh are buying enormous amounts of lower-priced Russian fuel. And that's not all. Even Western sanctions are failing to hurt Russia. Look at this headline now. Sanctions on Russia are only increasing its revenue. How exactly? And why exactly? Simply because there are still countries that are willing to purchase Russia's petroleum products. Experts even say that these sanctions might soon backfire on the countries behind them because they don't take the current global dynamics into account, where more and more countries are hesitating into taking clear sides.